signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name's Annie. We are here for your Lil Sips Mini Love Tarot readings. These are going to be 3 individual readings. One for Aries, one for Leo, one for Sagittarius. They will be timestamped right down below if you do want to hop to it. So, as always here on YouTube, these are going to be general messages, guys. That means not everything I say will resonate with every single one of you out there. That's okay. Know that in advance. Expect that. Pieces and parts of this will likely resonate. It's my goal. It is my hope. It is my intention that you can take a lot away from these readings if they do, in fact, resonate with you. If something feels strange or foreign, please release those messages. Don't take action on that energy, okay? Common sense, but yeah, use your intuition as well. And sometimes messages will make sense later on in the future, so feel free to revisit these at another date, okay? Everything else is down below for you in that box. The decks I'm using here today, how to book a personal, my social media, and the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook, Instagram, intuitiveteacup.com. So check all that out if you're interested. Other than that, let's do it here on YouTube, okay? All right, starting with my Aries gang. Aries, this is going to be the person you're thinking about. So if you're not thinking about anyone in particular, this might not be your message, or again, it may make sense later on. So be open to it. Open heart, open mind. That's how I always recommend you come into a tarot reading. All right, Aries person, let's get 3 cards for what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and their action. The 3 of Pentacles is coming up a lot in these readings. All right, and let's get 3 cards for Aries, what the universe wants Aries to know and to understand about this person. All right. So let's see. Bottom of the deck. Ooh, I don't like that. 9 of Bats is 9 of Swords. This is Halloween tarot, by the way. A little bit of anxiety, a little bit of like sleepless nights. Something could be worrisome. Now that could just be the state of mind your person is in right now. It doesn't have to be regarding the relationship, but I don't love seeing that off the bat. But let's hop in and see what's actually going on here. So in your person's headspace, what they're thinking about is judgment. So judgment typically is like going back to the past to finally settle something, to close something out. To reset the scales, right? Libra season with balance and harmony. It's seeking closure, completion on something, but essentially judgment is always shown as like waking the dead. So this person feels like they need to return to something to fix it properly with you. That's sort of what I'm assuming, but you know, you're going to know your situation better than I will. But yeah, judgment is about needing to go back to the past, but that would lead me to indicate either you don't want them back, if you are in fact separated, or this person doesn't want to revisit something with you. It could be that you guys had a tower moment, like you had a really crazy argument, and whether you're together with them or not, it's like this person needs to, they know that they need to go back and like make it right, and that could be giving them a lot of anxiety of like kind of opening up the wound. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, here's the thing. This person does, yeah, I think that's exactly what this is. This is a fight or a disagreement or something they had with someone. I'm reading for love. This could certainly be in your career, right? But it's like they know that they need to go forward with it, but it's very slow because they're trying to do it correctly. And ultimately what they want is a fresh start. They want a new beginning. They want to be like, okay, we're free. We're like, we don't have to worry about this bullshit anymore from the past. But I don't know. I don't know if the outcome is 5 of Pentacles, which is a card of abandonment, loss, a hardship of some sort, or if that's just simply saying that's kind of their current state. So yeah, and then you have like 7 of Swords, that's 7 of Bats in this deck, which yeah, it's like people who said things or did things they didn't mean, or who are very secretive, kind of shady or sneaky energy. So it could be an Aquarius you're dealing with. Let's see. In their heart space, they do want reciprocity. Whatever they took, they want to give back. Now that could be more in metaphor as well, but this may also involve children of some kind. This could be an ex-partner that you had a child with, or somebody that you may have had even like a pregnancy scare with, or something like that. So yeah, in their overall action, they are coming at you with communication regarding how to rebuild something. Aries, I feel like I get this message for you all the time, all the damn time. Or you just have a lot of cross watchers. That could be it too. You know, so no offense. These are really for anyone who resonates with the storyline, but someone knows that they need to go back and fix something to make it right. Like put the work in that they couldn't put in before, or give a little. That seems like a very Aries appropriate message, right? Yeah, because someone took something away or took advantage of a situation, and now it's like they've come to their senses that they're like, oh, I gotta go fix this. but I really don't want to, because it's almost like having to revisit a tower moment, revisit something very serious that already transpired between you guys. This could even have to do with a family issue as well. If this isn't romantic love, this could be with your brother or your parent or, you know, whatever the situation is. I mean, they don't have any wands, but I do think Pentacles in this case is a positive action card because they are trying to build, but they're trying to get information first. Or sometimes Page of Swords can be like spying or, again, gathering of thoughts, of ideas, of information, trying to understand how I can do this, how I can rebuild this. It can also be, you know, small acts of communication, text back and forth, a call here and there. So if this makes sense to anyone out there, will your person be reaching out? I would say yes. They are intimidated to do so. Something about reaching out to you to do it, it's definitely giving them pause and possibly some anxiety. But again, Knight of Pentacles will get it done. It might not be in the timeline you're hoping for, right? Especially if you're dealing with an earth sign. It's going to be a little bit slowed. It's going to be a little bit delayed. But ultimately, I think this person knows that the only way out of this headspace of, oh my God, I'm so stressed out and freaked out, they have to push forward. They have to go through with this, even though they might be dreading it. So pick your player, Aries. That could be you, but I did sort of read it as your person. So what does the universe want you to know about this? Excuse me. Yeah, 10 of Wands, it's been a pain in the ass for you. Like, you're not into it anymore, and it's annoying. Every time you think you've gathered up the pieces to, like, you know, release and let go, it's like one slips from your grip. Do you see that? Like, he's got all these little toys or whatever they are, right? And, like, it's a struggle. He doesn't have any room to collect the rest. It's like you're doing all the labor, you're doing all the work. And yeah, I mean, excuse me, because it's 10, it's like the end of a cycle. It's like you're done with this. You're willing to leave it behind, even if it feels a little bit awkward or unfinished, that's sort of the opposite of your person. It's like they want to go back to make it right. And I just sort of see this as I'm over it. I'm done. Like, I've been carrying these for miles, and you know what? At this point, if one slips, whatever. Like, if I have to sacrifice one in the process, okay, cool, whatever. You may also be dealing with a Pisces. So then in your heart, you have 5 of Wands. So yeah, that's sort of what I'm getting from this like energy is like, it's not all fun and games. This is a lot of like internal conflict or unrest about your feelings towards this person. I'm just getting annoyed. I'm not really getting like, I'm not really getting vengeance. It's just like, it's an annoyance that never gets better. It feels, again, I get this message for Aries literally all the time. It's almost like you view this person as a child. They're just very immature or irresponsible, and it feels like you're constantly having to pick up their mess or clean up their mess. And at this point, you're like, why am I putting in the energy to make this relationship work? It's, you know, before I say it's just not worth it, I'm going to see what your action is. But I mean, yeah, you do have the Death card, so bringing an ending to something. If you are some of you are waiting to hear from a Scorpio. Now, I don't know if that's this person or if that's someone entirely different. Judgment can indicate Scorpio. Yeah, and I mean, you do have the Death card, which is just a card of Scorpio, you know, as is. But it can also be endings, transitions, cycles, transformation, that sort of thing. I think a lot of you have started to like plant new seeds in metaphor with a Scorpio or someone else who you're waiting to hear back from. I actually don't sense it's this person, though it might be. And in which case, as I said, I think you will hear from this person. But I'm sort of getting the idea that some of you don't really give a shit about this person coming up in your energy. If anything, this feels like a forewarning of, by the way, that person that, you know, you left in the lurches that you're like, oh, I'm done with it. They're not done with you. So everybody has free will. I don't say this to scare you. Certainly, you know, if you don't want to invite this person back in your life, you don't have to. But yeah, tell me about, I feel like, okay. Yeah, the master communicator, Mercury. All right, I don't know. So you're definitely going to hear from sort of this trickster, the one who, the thing is, I think they're trying to change their ways. I think they're trying to come back in and win you over. You're definitely going to hear from them. But there's going to be confusion because something about this person from your past, the one who I don't think you view in great light, when they come back, it may come at a time where you're anticipating word or communication from someone you're actually interested in. And so it's like there's too many moving parts and pieces. There's something about confusion about having too many people. I don't know what that is. I'm not really getting like sabotage. It's not like person A knows about person B and they're like, I don't really see it that way. But I feel like universe is encouraging you to wrap this cycle up in a way where you're not still carrying the emotional burden or baggage, because especially with your Pisces, yeah, there's something about this. You may even be subconsciously carrying this energy around, and it's like you need to like exorcise it from you, from your energy. That's sort of what I'm getting, because any sort of new prospects that you're waiting on, potentially in Scorpio season, right, which is just around the corner, it's being delayed or impeded upon because of the trickster from the past. Five of Swords for me is definitely like looking back to the past. And not only that, it's not nostalgia. It's not the Six of Cups. It's like, that motherfucker. Like there's a ugh to it. Like, do you know what I mean? So something about, if this card had just come up alone, that's Mercury energy, right? I would like that, because that's all about communication. But again, Mercury's in retrograde, so you do the math. But yeah, it's something about the communication comes, but it comes from that like ugh energy. So I do think it's spirit sort of nudging you to close this out harmoniously, not just avoid an awkward conversation and run, because it does seem like this person is trying to open the door to make it right. So you might just be surprised. Maybe they're not after you romantically. Maybe they're just trying to pay back the money they stole from you or you loaned to them. It could be something like that. Is this person who's reaching out from the past? Yeah, it's a positive thing where I think you would welcome it. It might be romantic, but even if that's the case, it feels like they're willing to put more energy into it. And again, you don't have to take advantage of that romantic offer, but universe is trying to get you to at least hear this person out and consider their offer. Because again, it could be not lucrative, but it could be money that they're paying you back. Sometimes cups can be money flow. So instead of blocking this person on your phone, yeah, if they reach out to you, I think for many of my Aries, it's like, take it as a sign that this is actually a blessing. This is actually maybe something you manifested in a way that you didn't even realize. For others of you, you may have a new Gemini or a new Virgo coming in, but like outlook is hazy on that one. Like, I don't know if I love the vibes. Something about this person's qualities or their habits may remind you of someone from the past who didn't treat you very well. So it's sort of just like caution. Proceed with caution is how I would say that. Some of you who, if you're just single and looking for romantic love, I think there's a Scorpio interested in you. They might not be around you yet, or they may not have communicated with you yet, but that seems very positive to me. Something with a Scorpio or possibly a Leo. Yeah, someone is wanting to communicate with you, but they haven't done so yet. They've been silent. But yeah, it seems like it's something that could grow. The Empress has always shown Empress has always shown pregnant. So the idea of sowing the seeds, like the baby will continue to grow. So if the baby is the new stages of a relationship, you probably don't know. Sorry. I was going to say, you probably don't know that this person has feelings for you, but I think that's not true. I think you do. You may flirt with this person a little bit, and they may be hot and cold on you because she's the non-communicator, and this is like let's communicate. This will be fun. This person may send you mixed messages, but it's because they're trying to get a pulse. They're trying to get a vibe on you, and they may know about your person from the past, and maybe they're not sure if you're single. So it's like they're waiting for their moment. They're waiting to make their move, but it will be like a power play. It'll be like a power move. And that's what I mean. Like this offer, it may seem very passive and non-communicative and just like something you may have written off as, oh, I guess they're not interested. No, they are, but like they're strategizing. They're waiting to make a profound or impactful communication to you, Aries. This person may be significantly older than you as well. And they also may have they may be single but have a child from a previous marriage or a divorce, or vice versa. That could be you. But yeah, it looks positive. It ends with Ace of Wands. So again, we're headed in a positive direction here. So you can choose to fix the past or move forward. But I think something energetically, Spirit is asking you to kind of like clear your energy, clear your karma with the thing that went wrong in the past. That's really what Judgment is. So, all right, cool. Aries, that was pretty straightforward, pretty positive. The High Priestess could be a Cancerian energy. Taurus and Libra is the Empress. So yeah, in terms of new signs, you definitely had Scorpio, Cancer, maybe Pisces. Although I feel like there was trouble in paradise with Pisces. I don't know. I was getting some odd vibes there. Poor Pisces. I just did their reading and it was it was a shit show. And I love my Pisces, but like I tried 3 different readings for them and they were just all, they were not good. So if you got a Pisces friend in your life, give them a hug. I think they need it this week. Ugh, all right. Let me take a swig of my water before I timestamp for those Leos. Aries, if you made it to the end of your reading, please hit that like button. I would super appreciate it. It helps my channel grow and thrive. It's not me being an egomaniac. All right, let's do it. All right. All right, Leo, what's up? How you guys been? Let's talk about that person that you're in love with. Or that person you're thinking about anyway. Yeah, let's do it for Leo. Tell me about Leo's person. Leo, if you don't currently have a person, this may or may not resonate for you. Tarot frequently has the power to predict. So you may want to revisit this message in a few weeks if it doesn't strike a chord with you now. But also, this tarot reader believes in free will. So if there's a message here that resonates and you don't like it, you can choose not to take it away. So you're always in the driver's seat, Leo. And you guys are like, you're goddamn right I am. All right, let's do it. Leo's person. Let's get 3 cards for Leo's person. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? And what is their action? For Leo. All right, Leo. Talk about your person. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right, we'll take them. We'll take them. All right, who's dealing with a Cancer? or they're thinking about traveling to go see you, or they're quite literally thinking about a Cancer. So Leo, if you have very strong Cancer in your chart, if you're a cusper, maybe you have like your Venus in Cancer, this could potentially be you. The Chariot is sort of about kind of more a more, despite Cancer being a feminine sign, the Chariot is a much more like masculine approach to going after a situation. So it's like, I'm gonna do it. Like, no bullshit. Like, step on the gas. Let's go. So maybe this person is thinking about planning a trip with you. And I mean, you don't have to be single, right? This could be something new. So no matter the zodiac sign, if you're already with this person, maybe you guys are just thinking about taking a trip together, right? Especially to the country. Rolling hills, I'm seeing. All right, so what is this person feeling in their heart? They feel love for you. I'm almost sort of getting like an obsession, which I feel like for you guys, you're like, ooh, me. But yeah, it could be a Gemini as well. You have Gemini and Cancer. So again, cusp signs. It could be someone who has both those in their chart, as well as maybe a Scorpio. This person may be very like loud or obnoxious or intrusive. This person may text you a lot, like more so than you're used to, and you're kind of like, again? Like, I think you're interested in this person, but yeah, there's something about it where they don't fit inside the box of like people you've typically dated, or it's like they cut their own path. They do things very untraditionally, and so something about that, it's not that you're necessarily opposed to it, but you're like, it's like you can't quite get a pulse on them. You're like, what is this person's thing? Like, I thought I knew who they were, but now they're doing this. And like, there's a little bit of confusion about them. From your perspective is what I see. And I mean, you can reverse the roles too. I'm reading for 2 people, so pick your player. But yeah, this person may even surprise you at your house. This obviously would not be a stranger. At least I don't think. It's nothing to fear, but yeah, this person may like drop in on you unexpectedly, and you're just like, I'm at work right now. What are you doing? You can't just show up. But the thing is, they're showing up with like, hey, Leo, how's your day? Like, they're very excited to see you. They're not trying to be a burden or a pain, but there's something about they don't stick the landing when they try and do stuff for you. It ends up kind of lackluster, or it has the opposite effect of what their intention is. This person like might be a little bit immature or a little bit, I don't know, like kind of hopeless romantic. And I don't know why I'm getting this, but especially for my Leos who have strong Virgo in their chart, it feels like you're in a mode right now where it's very, I heard steadfast. That's weird. Or not weird, but that's not at all what I was going for. Steadfast, I just heard. You're in a mode that you're being very practical. You're being very pragmatic. It's like you're channeling your inner Virgo, whether you have that in your chart or not, which I mean, we all technically do, but something about you're taking work very seriously. You're trying to be very practical and precise and get shit done mode. And so this person keeps dropping in at like inconvenient times is sort of what I'm getting. Something about washing windows. I don't know what that is. Washing windows. Is that a song? Is that something you do for your job? I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense to someone washing windows. Anyway, okay. So then their overall action is King of Pentacles. So they're withdrawing their offers because they keep getting you at a time where you're either rejecting them or you're giving off of like a fuck off vibe. And they sense that. And so I think there's a sadness to their energy because they feel like you don't like them. And the thing is, I don't necessarily get that from you entirely. You seem very on the fence about this. So this person has a lot to offer. They just may do it in a, I almost want to say like a sloppy way, like, ha ha ha, I just showed up at your window, here I am, and you're just like, what are you doing? like know your role, that kind of thing. Yeah, this person has a lot to give. I think they have a lot of love in their heart, but they feel like they have to walk on eggshells with you because it feels like they keep getting in trouble. So they have the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress, though. Something about this says to me things are actually going to turn in their favor. So I could read this from multiple things. If I'm reading for the cross watchers, and if this makes sense to you guys, right? If you're, watching Leo's video to see what they think, things are going to go positive for you. You may be a Sagittarius or a Gemini, but it's like you have Wheel of Fortune, so things are going to start to spin in a positive direction where you find a lover who will treat you right and vice versa. I think the King of Pumpkins, which is the King of Pentacles, and the Empress, they're both predominantly earth energy and in a sense could be like a divine pairing. So here it's very strong Taurus energy as well as Libra and again possibly some Sag energy. So this could mean that Leo decides to expand or move away from their like obsession with work right now, in which case they may make more time to get to know you and you guys actually form a bond over time. Again, earth energy slowly. Or if, and I'm going to pull cards for this, but if Leo chooses to decline any offers from this person showing up in their spread, it seems like very soon after Leo maybe like rejects you. Sorry, I know that's hard to hear. You guys may end up finding someone who perfectly, who is perfectly compatible for the way you give love, which it's like a little bit kooky. It's a little bit eccentric. It's a little bit different the way this person expresses their love to people. And yeah, it seems like Leo is in a state of mind right now where it's irritating. Like had it been at a different time or place in their life, it would have been welcomed, but yeah, I don't know. So let's get more cards on how Leo feels about this. Not this person. It's so funny. I feel like I'm reading for the cross watchers in the spread. So we'll see. All right. So what does Leo need to know about this person who keeps dropping in on them at awkward times? For some of you Leos, this may be like a dating app person who you connected with, and I don't know if you went out with them yet or whatever, but it seems like you may have another person kind of in your life already, and so you're putting more effort into that one, so you keep having this like, I wouldn't call it third party yet because I'm not sure if it's really established between you and person A. We'll say person A, right, and person B. I don't know if you have third party interference with like someone you just met and they're super stoked to see you, and it's almost like you don't want to say like, hey, listen, I found someone else, because maybe you're keeping this person in your back pocket. But if that's the case though, I would say if you don't start showing up in this person's life the way they want you to, you are going to lose them to someone else who's like a worthy competitor, or however you want to say it, right? So I mean, you have to go with your gut. I'm not saying you should up and leave your current person to pursue this. I'm not saying that at all, but yeah, I don't know. There's something intrusive about this person, and you're not fully being like, no. It's like, I just heard cat and mouse, but it is sort of, it's like you enjoy the thrill of the chase, but I don't know if you actually like this person. Maybe you just like the attention. I don't know. No offense. No offense. You guys know I love you. Okay, here we go. So what does, okay. For a lot of you, this could be a Capricorn, or you're currently thinking about a Capricorn, and it might be someone different from this other person. Yeah, you may have obsession for someone else, particularly a Gemini. Yeah, you have an overwhelming sense of love for someone else, but I'm sensing that that person isn't messaging and communicating with you as much as this person is. And that's sort of the vibe I'm getting. It's like you're holding your cup for, holding space in your heart for someone else who, they're around you, but they're not messaging direct and straight to your inbox, so to say. This person is, and you're like, it's like you manifested it, but it wasn't from the right person. Like your manifestation wasn't specific enough. You're like, I just want this person to send me tons of messages and adore me and love me. And you're getting that, but you're not getting it from the person you're really wanting it to come from. Possibly a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So yeah, that's interesting. Somebody may have 3 dogs, or it could even be 3 children, or maybe if they're not full-time employed, they may work 3 jobs. Something about the number 3 is very important, or that could be you. 3 dogs, 3 cats, 3. It could be children. I don't know what it is, and I don't really know why that's important, but it might just be kind of in metaphor that there's 3 people in this romantic spread, so to say. So then overall action, it's King of Wands. So that is one of your cards, whether you're male or female. You do have 2 kings. So you have a fire king, Aries, Leo, Sag, and you have an earth king, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, it can be female as well. Yeah, you may be interested in another Leo. And for some of you, this Leo is sick, like they have the flu or they have a cold or something. And I never predict death. I'm not saying it's like terminal illness, but there's something about someone is under the weather, and that's partly why they're not communicating with you, or why they don't want to see you, right? If they feel like they're contagious, they may have canceled plans on you because they were sick. Yeah, so you have someone who is very committed to you, but you've put them on pause and you're not currently acknowledging them. And so this is like the first person who showed up in your spread, who we've been talking about, the one who maybe is like, has an irritating quality about them. Your back is turned to them because you're more interested in another Leo or someone who the sexual connection is very intriguing to you. So ironically though, this person who you've sort of put on the back burner, or you're ignoring their text, or they're like irritating you, they're being shown as the Hierophants, which is a sign of tradition and commitment. So as wacky and untraditional as this person is, they do actually want like a legit like connection with you. Like they want exclusivity with you. Again, as a card of Taurus, you have a lot of Taurus energy. Same message goes. If you're not interested in this person, fine, but they are coming up in your love tarot. So I'm just putting it out there. The universe may want you to try and see something about this connection. But there is a sense of, if you put this person on pause much longer, you're going to lose them because they have other romantic suitors interested in them. So, and maybe that's good. You know, maybe that's justice. What you didn't see in them, somebody else does, and they're going to be okay. Maybe you guys need to hear that too, right? I wouldn't string them along though. That feels kind of mean and cruel because this person really likes you, okay? But regarding the person you're waiting on, if that makes sense to you guys, yeah, there is a lot of third-party stuff. It could also be that you guys may be interested in someone who's already married. Maybe that's what the Hierophant is. And because it's behind you, it's like you're choosing not to acknowledge that they're already taken. It's like you're holding out hope that the person, especially if they're a doctor or a healer, if they work in like medical industry or anything like that. I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. Yeah, you may be interested in someone that you can't currently have, in which case that's why the devil's showing up. Like it's an obsession, but it's not really a healthy obsession. And even if that's the case, it feels like this person who does have your attention, their text, their communication with you is diminishing over time. You're still holding the cup of love, but it's messy too. I said this to Pisces. It's like the cup, it's like, you know, love in your heart. That's what this represents. It's all over the place. It's spilling everywhere. So it's not necessarily healthy. It's almost like an obsessive love, but it's not necessarily, like for your best and highest good, as we say. So overall outcome with the one that like Leo's energy is like transfixed on this person, but they're not looking at Leo. What's the overall deal here? Yeah, not so much. I don't love that. And then this other person who's very interested in Leo, what does the universe want them to know about that? It could be a Gemini, it could be a Cancer, it could be an Earth sign, it could be a Sagittarius. A lot of signs there. See? Victory. And this is a Leo card. It's like they hold you in very high regard, Leo. Like, you just come in almost like you're riding a damn parade, and this person is just, whoop, camera focus, here we go. This person is just, they're transfixed on you. They can't take their attention off of you. So, there we go. Now we're back. You guys saw that card, right? And this really is a card of victory. It's about getting through like the mind fuck, the cluster fuck, however you want to say it, of other romances, and then there's a victory. Sixes, we generally like them in tarot. It's even, it's balanced, and it's like you've accomplished something. You've gotten out of the fives. Any five in tarot, it's like, what the fuck is going on? It's elements of change and chaos in our life. This is like, we've made it through. Now we found something good. Now we have reason to celebrate. That's what's falling over this other person who's interested in you. So, and again, it might not be as crystal clear as I'm making it out to be. Maybe this person is married and they're still shooting you texts. You got to use your best judgment here, but yeah, it's like, think about it. Who is your 10 of Cups? Who is your Cinderella story? Who is your fairy tale ending? For a lot of you, in order to find your 10 of Cups person, you have to walk away emotionally from something that it's not giving you what you want or what you need. It's emotionally void at this point. So, all right, Leos, that's what I got for you. All right, moving right along. Leo, if you made it this far, please hit that like button. That really helps me out. It helps my channel grow, helps these messages get out to those who need to hear them and want to hear them. Ooh, you got 2 of Cups at the bottom of your deck. 2 of Cups after a little struggle with your King of Ghosts. So King of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces is looking good. And you did have some Cancer energy coming through earlier. All right, moving on. Yeah, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. If my messages resonate with you, tell your friends. I'd appreciate it. Let's get this channel growing. That's my goal. All right. Another swig of water. All right, let's do it. All right, what up, Sagittarius? Welcome to my channel. Happy to have you here for your Little Sips Me Love Tarot. Tell me about Sagittarius and the person they are thinking about. So Sagittarius, if you don't currently have a person you're thinking about, this may not be your message, or it may resonate in the future, so feel free to check back in a few days, in a few weeks. Yeah, you're always in the driver's seat. I believe in free will. That's what you need to know. So tell me about Sagittarius' person. Let's get a card for their headspace, their heart space, and their action towards Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Boom. Ooh, love it. All right, these are very strong cards. Okay, and give me 3 cards about what the universe wants Sagittarius to know about this. What does the universe want Sagittarius to know? Possible soulmate energy. We'll see if it comes out. And you do have the 11-11. You got the 4 of Imps in this deck, which is the 4 of Wands, which at very minimum, the 4 of Wands is a very solid foundation. It's steady, it's reliable. It's sometimes indicates like an achievement, like sometimes 4s can be plateaus. This is like the positive spin on that, and it really is. I'm not just trying to, spin positive, but Sagittarian can appreciate that. This is reason to celebrate. Sometimes it can be wedding cards. I personally, as a reader, don't always see that as a wedding card, but I know some people do, and it is shown like a party, a celebration. So if that makes sense to anyone, take it and run with it. The Sun. So some of you are thinking about a Leo or an air sign, a male air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, but you may be thinking of severing something off. If it's not a divorce, it may be ending something. King of Swords is pretty much like, nope, we're done. If it's not a male Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So you guys are going to have to do the math there. Ace of Bats. Okay, new communication. All right, so let's look at this. Your person, where are they at? Mentally, what are they thinking about? Again, what we just said, regarding you, Sagittarius, they're either thinking you are their soulmate, or they're thinking like, hey, let's go out and party. Let's paint the town red. It's very celebratory, fun energy. I will say, because it is a 4, there may be something about this being a little bit fickle of it starts off with a lot of heat and gusto, but it may plateau, if that makes sense for any of you. So just like a heads up. And the thing is, it's coming up in their headspace too. So this may be someone who leaps before they look, if you know what I mean. Like they see it all sunshine and rainbows, but then in actuality, it's like, oh, this isn't exactly what I thought it would be. I feel like I'm reading for the cross-watchers right now. That makes a lot of sense. Like, you're like, yeah, that's Sagittarius. No offense. You guys know I love you. But yeah, overall, this card is very positive. In fact, let's throw something on it just to confirm. Reciprocity is very good. Yeah, I think this person actually does see you as their like divine counterpart or as their soulmate. Possibly a Pisces. Yeah, okay, this says to me it's positive. It's like, Annie, stop spinning it negative. It's good. Okay, it is. Yeah, Ace of Wands, it's very positive. So then in their overall heart space, they have 8 of Pumpkins. So this person may be planning to surprise you with something. It may have a lot of value or worth to it. They could be ring shopping. Or building something for you. Does that make any sense? I'm not really sure what it is. They could even be fixing something for you, but it would be like a surprise. I don't know if it's a surprise anniversary gift or a surprise birthday gift. Yeah, this person is busy doing something behind the scenes, and I'm getting that they're putting their blood, sweat, and tears into it. They're putting their soul into it. You know, it could be something simple. They could be making you like a handmade card, but, you know, maybe they got the Cricut out and they're like cutting and pasting, and, you know, it could be something like that. They're making like some sort of surprise for you, or maybe they're baking you a pie, right? This doesn't have to be like huge things, but yeah, it's like they're working on something, and what's keeping them going, because it does seem to be kind of laborious, is the end goal of being able to give it to you, to present it to you. It's like they're so excited to see your reaction. This is cute, Sagittarius. I like this a lot. They want to impress you, but not in like a superficial way. It's like they want to win your heart over. They want to win your affection. Yeah, they're busy preparing something for you. Maybe you guys are renewing your vows or something like that. Yeah, so it's something eventually they're going to communicate. Tell me more. It could even be about something regarding schools. I don't know, school loans or finances. Are they helping you pay off some debt? Are they... Or even something regarding children. So I don't really know what that would be, but you may know if it's your story. What are they communicating to Sagittarius? It's something good, I can tell you that much. It's a victory, it's a win. So that kind of leads me to believe that whatever they're putting their heart and soul into, at least on their end, it's a slam dunk. Like in their head, it's like a surefire yes. I'm wondering if you're gonna have the same reaction, but let's find out. And so if this is someone you're curious or interested in, it could be another fire sign, particularly someone new-ish. I don't really, well, actually, I'm not even gonna say that, because you do have potential marriage here, but this feels very positive. This is not something to fear. I can already sense like your intrigue, Sagittarius, and I'm right there with you. What is this? Can we get anything, any other details? This person may hook you up with a job. If you're unemployed and looking for work, they may have like some sort of connection that they're like, hey, I spoke to so-and-so. And again, for most of you, it would be something that they're like, isn't this awesome? And I'm not sure what your reaction would be, but it's like they're doing it with love in their heart, in good faith that, you know, this will help Sagittarius. So it gives you pause, though? Is that right? Man, I don't want to rain on this person's parade. It seems so great. What's the deal here? In their heart, they want to work on things with you. They want to continue to build and grow with you. And they may communicate that. And so I don't know if you start getting cold feet because this person is looking for, like, let's establish exclusivity, or let's establish some sort of milestone, like, you know, it's our 1-year anniversary, let's do something big and celebrate. But it seems a little bit more than that. It seems like this person is, I think for a lot of you, this person is asking for more commitment, but then, so it's met with you going, so this isn't a no. This is like, oh, I gotta think about it though. Like, you don't immediately jump at this. Can you believe it, Sag? But their thing ends in a victory. Their friends are gonna console them. And something about this may have to do with children. A child, like making sure the child is in good hands. Okay, no, the gift is well received, or the offer that they make to you, even if you're faking it a little bit, especially if it's like they hooked you up with a job. If you're unemployed, you may end up taking it. You're like, thanks, babe, even though you're kind of like, oh, this isn't what I want. It's well received, and there is like a soulmate connection here. There is a little bit of warmth. There's, yeah, I mean, the overall action or outcome for them is a victory or a celebration, which we know that. And this can be a card of soulmates or some sort of very cute, sweet connection. Again, it may have to do with children or even siblings, right? Overall, their action is very positive. This might not be someone... Hold on. Okay, so I'm being called to say if it doesn't work out with you, I don't know why I'm saying this message, they have another person in their past who would gladly accept this offer. So I think that does have to do with marriage. So in a sense, I guess it's saying, you know, Sagittarius, if this isn't the one for you, it's almost like you don't need to feel guilty or weird about it because you're being true to who you are. And it's saying this person will find their soulmate, so don't worry about it. Yeah, they have a Scorpio coming in if it's not you. However, Sag, if you strongly resonate with Scorpio in your chart, it might just be you that is the soulmate. Yeah, because you guys are going to transform each other's lives in a very positive way. So in a sense, it may give you some pause at first, but when you really dig deep, you know, extreme energy, Scorpio, right? When you go deep and think about it, you're like, yeah, this is my person. For a lot of you anyway. So what does Sagittarius need to know about this? Your thoughts are like, yeah, things are pretty chill. Things are good. Happiness, joy, sunshine. You may be thinking about a Leo. In which case, if this offer doesn't come from a Leo, maybe that's why you're like, oh, do you know what I mean? You may still be holding on to someone from your past. Five of Cups wanted to be seen, but it's saying, yeah, release the past, move forward. Move forward with optimism into the future. There's light at the end of the tunnel, so even if you're still going through it, you know, the hardship, the hard times, there's light that awaits you at the end. Again, possibly a Leo, or possibly marriage, you know? I know that scares the shit out of you guys, right? A Scorpio, too. I'm seeing a lot of Scorpio vibes, or even Gemini. Yeah, you got it again. You got 3 cards of soulmate, Sagittarius. So I think you are contemplating, is this the one? Is this the one I want to lock down for life? Is this the person I want to, you know, wake up to every single morning? I think the answer is leaning towards yes for a lot of you. That's really beautiful energy. Yeah, you guys have fun together. You always have reasons to celebrate and seek adventures and yeah, fun and games, right? Sun, Leo. It doesn't have to be a Leo, but that energy is prevalent in the sun. Also growth. You may end up having 3 children with this person. So in your heart space, though, you got King of Bats. So in your heart space, there's something, this is King of Swords, by the way. Should stop talking in these weird metaphors. King of Swords is kind of a severe king. He's the least emotional king. He's very blunt, Sagittarius, but he's very intelligent. He's very philosophical. He thinks things through before he jumps into them. So is this you? I'm not really sure. Are you holding an air sign in your heart? Specifically a male, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius? If that's the case, it seems like you see bright and sunny days with them. I'm also getting some weird reference to Silence of the Lambs. I know that's weird. The movie Silence of the Lambs, maybe you're gonna watch that on Halloween with someone. I don't know what that is. Why am I talking about Silence of the Lambs right now? It's a horror movie, it's a psychological thriller, it's about serial killers. I don't know why am I referencing this? Is someone a cop? Is someone a detective? I have no idea. You're gonna have to make sense of that, Sag, because I don't know why I'm saying Silence of the Lambs right now, but silence, though. Silence. Did you not respond to this person's offer because you needed to think about it? The lamb, maybe it has to do with an Aries. I don't know. I mean, the 4 of Wands is an Aries card. I'm just trying to make sense of this now. Now I got my detective hat on. Like, why am I referencing this? Anyway, it doesn't really matter to me. So here's the thing. I actually really, really like this card with what it's being clarified with anyway. In the heart, you are really stopping to think and consider about generational long-term with this person. It's like there's been a shiny offer made to you. Again, potentially a gold ring. Some of my Sagittarians are going to be proposed to, or possibly vice versa. And it's like the grandmother, the parents, the grandchildren, the dog. It is very much like a 10 of Pentacles vibe. Generational ancestor type vibes. It's like, do I see this person being a part of my family tree? Do I want to establish roots with this person? Do I want to build a foundation with this person? And will there be room to grow? As I was saying, something about the plateau, like I don't want it to run out of fun, or I don't want it to become boring. I don't want it to become burdensome. The 4 of Wands is very optimistic because yes, you've established a foundation with someone, you know, the beginning of a relationship or a solid relationship, right? With Wands, it says this is just the beginning though, baby. Like there's room to grow. Wands denote growth and development, right? It's fun, it's excitement, it's sometimes adventures, you know? but you really are contemplating it. You're really thinking it through. And again, for you, Sag, it might be that you're thinking of one person, but you're holding love for another person. It doesn't have to be that. But I guess my only thing is I don't love this showing up in your heart space, but then when we clarify it, what it's clarified with is really beautiful. But there is a lot of thinking about the future, and maybe if you already have children from a divorce or a different marriage, maybe it's like you're trying to fit the pieces of the puzzle. Like, do I see this as the future father of my children, or vice versa, the future? Like, there's a lot of like, I gotta think this through. This person is so excited to make some sort of offer to you, even if it's not marriage. It's just like, it feels something about their gift. It's very sentimental. It comes from the heart space. And so you know that when this person makes this gesture and extends this offer to you, you know it packs a lot of emotion, and something about that, I'm not saying it scares you, but it gets you to start thinking about this relationship in a different way, because you have like a realization, a dawning, an illumination that, oh, this person is like in it with me. Like, this person really fucking loves me. That's what I'm getting. And so you're like, okay, wait, like, how do I actually feel? Because I think up until this point, it was just, it felt almost like a friendship. Like, it was something just you very much enjoyed or whatever. And now it's like, it's getting serious. It's getting real. And that's okay, Sagittarius, because all these cards are very positive. You have really amazing cards, as does your person. The only one that I'm kind of like, is this is how their offer is received by you. It's literally, let me make an assessment. Let me think about it. I started to plant seeds with someone. Do I want to continue to grow and build with them? And look, the seeds could develop into sunflowers, right? Look at that cute metaphor. Or is ultimately, was this all about fun and games? And when they actually confess true feelings for me, am I like, oh shit, I'm in too deep. Like, my feelings are not matched. So you have so many beautiful cards. I would say your cup is matched quite well. I would say there's compatibility, and again, soulmate energy here, if you believe in such a thing. So here's the thing though, classic Sagittarius. You have a couple kings. So you have an air sign king and a water sign king. So again, male, female, whatever partnership you're looking for. It's not really a gender thing, but you do have two of the same coming up. So again, there is an element of one or the other. It could be that you have a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius somewhere in the mix here. You may strongly resonate with one of those two, like if you're a Scorp Sag person, right? Do you understand? Your overall action, though, is 8 of Cups. So what are you walking away from? It might be a person of the past who you, for the longest time, were holding out for, and you finally realize, what I have in front of me is so freaking great. Why am I... Like, you may finally decide to sever ties with the idea of a relationship versus the physical, tangible one you have in your life right now. It's like, if you're going to proceed forward with engagement or whatever this is, exclusivity, bringing it to the next level, there is something you need to walk away from that was holding you back at one point, in which case this doesn't represent the severing or the cutting of something. I don't necessarily, for most of you, think it's the person in your life now making all these grandiose gestures. I think this seals the deal that for a lot of you, it's like you've found your soulmate. And while you may be a little bit in your head about it and questioning if you're ready for this commitment, I think a lot of you are going to choose to accept. Because there's something about this person, you could see them being I keep hearing the word steadfast today. I didn't even know I knew that word. You see them being a central player in your life, a key player. You see them in your life for many years to come. And usually that's a good sign when you're looking for a long-term romantic partner. And I understand some of you aren't. This could certainly swing that way and develop into the future as like your long-term partner. So what is Sagittarius having to walk away from here? Give me a little bit of clarity. You may have an ex who is a Leo that it's like you were still energetically carrying around some of that love, and it doesn't have to be a Leo, I'm just giving that as an example. But then you have someone else who's like, you're my world, I want to build with you, you're my person, and you're like, yeah, you're my person too, in which case it's like you're finally bringing an end. For a lot of you, you're bringing an end to a Leo. I don't know why that's coming through. And it can go vice versa. I'm not trying to scare the Leo cross-watchers, but Sagittarius, you know your life better than anyone else. What are we walking away from? Some of you may be walking towards a Scorpio. You're giving up your bachelor or bachelorette ways. You're walking away from introspection and independent energy. You know, again, like bachelorette lifestyle. I think you're understanding that that was a hell of a game. That was a fun time, but you're maturing. The King of Bats is very mature. The King of, I almost want to say Wands. I probably have said it accidentally. The King of Swords, he makes very logical decisions because he thinks it through. He's not acting impulsively, which a high-vibing Sagittarius doesn't always act impulsively. They're more apt to think things through because by being impulsive, sometimes they may have made, mistakes in the past, but really lessons that have served them, and now they consider things in a different way. They have a different perspective. That's what this feels like. Something that maybe in your past or in your younger years, you may have ran away from because it got too real, it scared you. There's something about this where when you really sit and contemplate, you're like, maybe this is for me. Like, maybe this is for, maybe this is my soulmate. Maybe this is what is meant to be in my life right now, in which case I'm okay walking away from, I keep wanting to say introspection. You sit on it for a minute and think about it, and then you're like, yeah, no, I don't need this anymore. I'm good. Some of you may quite literally be walking away from a Virgo. This is the card of Virgo, but it doesn't have to be. Wedding bells, wedding bell blues. What's that about? Oh, so you have someone who you may have made them wait a long time, Sagittarius. Wedding bell blues, that song is like, but will I ever see my wedding day? Bill, I love you so. Someone named Bill. Wedding bell blues. I actually love that song. I think it's by Fifth Dimension, I think. Anyway, you guys should listen to that. Maybe there's something in there for you. Ooh, damn. Yeah, you got 10 of Pentacles shit. Again, this is exactly what this card is. This is like long-term, generational families merging and thriving together, potentially with a Pisces or a Cancer. Or it's saying, Sagittarius, you already know. You already know who this person is, and it does scare you a little bit, doesn't it? It does. It scares you. That's what the moon can be. It can be fear. It can be our subconscious driving the car, right? When really it needs to be you. It needs to be your logic, right? You already know who your soulmate is, so why are you questioning it? That's what it says to me. And to be clear, guys, it can be any zodiac sign. These just came out as what is Sagittarius walking towards? Cancer, Pisces, maybe a Virgo. More importantly than zodiac signs, though, it's facing your fear and embracing long-term, not living your life one moment to the next. It's not to say this won't be fun. In fact, this person seems like a lot of fun, but something about it scares you. And for some of you, it's the fear that you finally have to let go of the third party. You finally have to put an end, a stop. I don't want to say a divorce, because hopefully you already have, but you need to stop investing mental energy in possibly the past or someone you used to be married to. It's like, this is a whole new cycle. This is a brand new chapter in your life. And I gotta be honest, it seems fucking dope. All right, Sagittarius, that's what I got for you. Whew, that was a heavy one. That was a deep one. But I'm actually happy to see it. For some people, I hope you're thrilled to hear that message. And yeah, others of you have free will. You can do what you want. But I do think universe is saying to you, think about this. Instead of acting impulsively, be the high-vibing Sagittarius and really consider, okay, I'm fearful. Why? Go deep, right? Scorpio energy. Why does that provoke fear in you? Or the opposite, why does it bring you so much joy to think about, fill in the blank? But anyway, what a beautiful message. All right. Did Pisces and Cancer finally get their Sag? Seems like you've been waiting a while. Yeah, I'm seeing Pisces again and wish fulfillment with the fire sign. Okay, and weddings. And stop it, you guys. Seriously? Scorpio, soulmates? Yeah. You got a lot of water signs. It seems like my Sagittarians, I don't know if you're interested in them, but you got water signs crushing on you. Look at those damn cards. Right? The fire sign, especially a female fire sign for that matter. You got wish fulfillment. You got 1111 soulmates, twin flames. You got Pisces. You got 10 of cups. You got golden offers. You got transitions of new cycles out of the past, or possibly nostalgic soulmate type energy. And then King of Cups, so possibly a male water sign. Very interesting. Is it a female fire sign and a male water sign, or vice versa? Hell yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah, go into this with optimism and positivity. This is a match made in heaven. There's high compatibility there, Sag. goddamn beautiful. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Please do like, share, subscribe. That really helps me a lot. Hit that like button. I would appreciate it. I will see you guys soon for wow. I will see you guys soon for more tarot. Is Mercury in retrograde? I think it is. All right, bye, guys.